Hi, I'm Daniel Bodine, and this is my personal brand equity presentation. So, so some things I've learned this year. I learned the importance of keeping a good social image, such as being part of the varsity boys soccer team and keeping up with the social media page to, encourage other people to join and just have an all around good image throughout the whole entire community so we can get sponsors. Things I'm known for. I am actually a transfer from Yosemite High School, and Yosemite and Minarets are what they call rivals. And this year is the first time in a long time that Minarets has tied with Yosemite because usually we lose. So, well, usually Minarets loses to Yosemite in soccer. Next year, I plan to be known for the male athlete of the year. I am planning to participate in track, soccer, and football if coronavirus doesn't cancel it all. One of my English projects that I liked was I compared Jesse Owens, who was the first African American to compete in the Olympics, and I compared him to Chris McCandless, who was the main character in Into the Wild. One math project I did was changing a tire, and I really liked that project actually because it was like an important skill that you would really need to use in life just in case, because a lot of us are going to be driving. An important adult that has impacted my life is Vaughn, or as I like to call him, Vonald, because I feel like we really connected. Because when I first got here, I wanted to play soccer, and he held these after school practices before the season even started. And I got to know some of the players who showed up, and I really connected with Vaughn because every time he had a practice, I was always there, no matter what. One of my favorite science projects was the agri-science board, and it was just fun, like putting it all together, and then as a class discussing how it would be graded and what you would need to do in order for it to be a good project. One history project that I really liked was the trial of Andrew Jackson. I really liked it because it felt like we were actually in a court because we had the prosecutions and the defense. But in my case, my group left me, so I had to do the prosecution and the defense, which made it kind of difficult, but it still turned out alright. A skill I'm going to work on in the next 90 days in order to be successful is work on my social skills. Socially, I'm not there, but I feel like if I work on my social skills, it'll be easier to go over life's obstacles. My two elective projects, I would have to say for drama, the project would be the musical brackets that we're doing, which is where we have brackets of like, we have two brackets and we discuss which one is better, which two musicals are better, and then we give them a reason why we chose those brackets. My top project this year was also the same project as one of my other electives, which is the birdhouse. So this was when I was in ag mechanics before I switched to Spanish before, because I was going to miss a lot of school because of sports, but that got canceled because of the coronavirus. But the birdhouse project was teaching us how to be exact, how to learn new tools. This was our first ever project. And I mean, a lot of ours turned out really bad because like we didn't have the exact measurements because none of ours were perfect, but it still turned out right, and it taught me like how to be like very cautious because we were only given a limited amount of wood to use. Um, for quotes, I have a quote by the 12th grader Luna Moreno. She said, "When Daniel finds a project that he is passionate about, he works effectively to actualize his plans and create a solid project." And from Mr. Kelly, not Mr. Kelly, Mr. Vaughn or Mr. Vonald, Daniel is a good all-around kid, and he works his heart out, and he will exceed in outside and work activities. And my personal comment, which is what I usually live by, which is also a meme because I like memes, but the personal comment is from Kung Fu Panda. It is by Master Oogway, and he says there are no accidents, and I just feel like that's a really good thing to live by, because everything happens for a reason.